Welcome to my channel, and as usual in the beginning of the month let's talk about my coloring plans. I promised myself that the whole January I will try to dedicate to my mythographic books. I already collected many books from this series and sadly I colored just in a couple of them. I think that I will mostly concentrate on Wild Winter, and honestly it will be my first coloring in Joseph Catimbank books because I mostly colored in Fabiana Attanasio books so far, so I am quite eager to do beautiful winter pictures from this beauty. It has everything exactly like I love, a lot of details and amazing realistic animals, but at the same time I consider this book quite challenging. I think that I will mostly use my Polychromos Prismacolor pencils. We will see, maybe a little bit of watercolor paints also. So mostly a Wild Winter, but of course I want to do at least one picture in each of my collected books. I hadn't started Voyage, I hadn't started Odyssey or Magical Earth, which is also quite adorable and with a lot of animals. So I will do my best at least to do something in these books. And another very strict promise which I made to myself is to color page in fairy tales. You know that I need to finish this book. I am almost at the end of it, and my target picture is the Snow Queen. Perfect page for winter coloring, but only recently I realized which colors I want to use here. I think that everything apart from the girl and moose I will do in bluish colors, maybe a very light blue for the walls, for the floor, for her throne, and then maybe slightly more intense blue for her clothes and for the boy. The only area where I don't know how to color it's this edge of her skirt. Maybe here I will use paint because I totally dislike this strange parts of her clothes. For the window, I think that I will also use more green blue colors to make some additional color accents, but at the same time to stay in cold color palette. And to make good contrast, for the moose I will use a warm brown together with grey for the fur, and something for the girl, maybe olive green, maybe a warm brown. I haven't decided yet, so I simply want to play on this contrast between cold and warm colors. That's my plan for this one. In December, I included into my plans this symphony book by Kanoko Yagusa. I try to do at least something in her books each month, but unfortunately in December I didn't have time to color at least anything. When in the end of December we started to have bigger problems with electricity, with power supply, my coloring time was much more limited, and I realized that I simply don't want to color here and to make video if I have very poor light and poor video quality, so I hadn't touched it in December, but I don't know what to do with it in January. I still absolutely love two pictures which I wanted to do in December, but they have a very Christmassy look. That's the first one, and that's second one. I don't mind to continue coloring Christmas pictures in January because, as I said, because of the limited time in January I definitely didn't fulfill all my Christmas coloring plans. But I'm not sure. Maybe if I still decide to color winter page, maybe it will be this one, simply because I totally in love with all these cute animals, starting from bears, penguins, adorable round seal, so I really want to do this one. Maybe I will postpone this one for the next year, Definitely not this spread, but this I still can color in January. It's huge, it's complicated, so we will see how about my inspiration, how about my free time. I decided that I won't be pushing myself quite hard in January because honestly, in the end of December I felt very dry, I don't know, very low of energy, a little bit tired from intense coloring, so I decided that I won't be making any huge plans, and if I want to color I can simply select something simple, adorable and quick. And December I realized that two books, this Matchstick Mouse and Nice Little Town, they always help me to relax, to color for my own pleasure without huge coloring challenging, without huge coloring problems. And with this style of the book, I was able to color a lot of pictures in relatively quick time. And it's good that both in Matchstick Mouse and in Nice Little Town we have pictures which are not very Christmassy. Yeah, here we mostly have books with garlands and with Christmas trees, but still I think that it can be colored also in January. Again, I don't mind to color those pictures where we have some Christmas balls or garlands. For me it's more important all those adorable mice and other nice details. And I do love that here I can use my favorite bright colors. Very relaxing, very therapeutic. And in Matchstick Mouse we also have pictures where mouse do something which we also do in January and February, like making snowmen or playing snowballs or going skiing. So I think that you definitely will see this book on my channel in January. I want to try bigger amount of pencil brands here. Maybe one page I will do with Arteza, one page with markers, but so far I love how all my pencils behave here, and again I really appreciate that they always make me smile. For me now it's quite important. If I feel that I am ready for more challenges, of course I will color in Mythic World. It's also one of the books where I want to color each month, but well, sometimes I simply find it difficult to gather myself for more complicated projects. For my January project I want to take this Iceland. I think that I already mentioned this beautiful spread with guardians from Iceland already in 2 or 3 previous videos, and it's still uncolored. And I even can imagine colors for the main heroes here. I don't know that the background with all these small and adorable details of the landscape, it will be quite time consuming and complicating, but I still think that I can do something nice here. So that will be a page which will be waiting for me until I will be in high spirit and in good mood. Next, of course, I try to color something from Teresa Goodrich books also each month, but in December I had enough of Christmas pictures. I was totally happy with all pictures which I finished, but I'm not sure that I want to continue coloring winter landscapes. I much more prefer to do all those Christmas decorations, Christmas trees. They are fun to color, but simple winter landscapes with huge areas of snow, I'm not sure that it's what I want to color in January. So instead I decided that I will concentrate my efforts into interior designs, so country kitchen charm and maybe home sweet home. If in the end of the month I will be ready to color snow again, then okay, but so far I think that country kitchen charm will be my main Teresa Goodrich book for January. Of course, I want to continue coloring in one of the gemstones of my collection, this huge Wildeborn book, which I just started to do, and I did one tiny picture. Now I think that I am ready for bigger challenges. I think that I will try to color it in order. So here we have Journey Through the Magical Country, and the first part we have this Gong Wizard of Estriel. A lot of adorable elements here, very detailed and huge in size, but I won't be pressing myself. I will be doing part by part. One day I can do tower, another day I can do landscape and those wizards behind, then a more detailed page on the bottom part, and in such way maybe in a month or in 2 months I will be able to finish this first full page in my Wildeborn book. And if I want something totally different in style to color, if I am tired from all the sweet winter pictures which I usually select, I can use any of my dark books. You know that recently I started to color in this dark beauty. Also, I added to my collection this dark Queen and King. They are quite unique in style. Here we have a lot of interesting male portraits. So in January maybe I will try to color something here also. And as I usually say, I need to start coloring with markers, so that's why I try to keep these books closer to my working table, and also goddesses. Well, I promised to color this Greek goddess of youth, Hebe, in November, and now it's January and it's still untouched. So maybe somewhere in the middle of the snowy January I will decide to do something with flowers, and this page will be a perfect switch from winter pictures to something more colorful and something with flowers. So it will be also somewhere in the end of my January plans. But as I said, I will try not to press myself, not to be quite hard on myself, and I will try to do very relaxed coloring. I hope that you will still follow my videos, and I will be quite happy to hear what are your favorite winter books, without Christmas pictures but with winter theme. Maybe I don't know about some interesting books, maybe I missed something. So I will see you in my next videos, and I hope that even if I decided for relaxed coloring in the end of January, I still will have a pile of finished pictures. Thank you.